On Monday, the 31st of May, 2021, I got it. The illustrious, mysterious, elusive, and hardest to get Kappa container. I got it after managing to navigate the task system of Escape From Tarkov at the time, and on my first actual wipe as well. Now, that's not a brag, not a big one at least, but I am proud of myself for that. However, as a relatively new player, the experience did bring about it some opinions, and that's what this video is for. This is not a retrospective, this is my Kappaspective. So, first of all, some background info. This was technically not my first wipe. I originally bought Tarkov in 2018 because I was sold when the material for the game oozed. Things like realism, tactical, and brutal. As a person who loves all of the games from the Souls series, tacticality, complex mechanics, and shooters, the game seemed like it was made just for me. So, I bought it. I played it a little bit, and then stopped playing because something else came up. I completed maybe 2 tasks, and killed a few players, but one could not say that I actually played in that wipe. After that, it took me a whole of 3 years to reinstall the game. What got me to do it? Well, Call of Duty Warzone. That was a game that really scratched my itch for a modern-day shooter, and I sunk a lot of hours into that game. And I got pretty good at it as well. Then, as the updates brought more and more bugs, with the same bugs persisting fix after fix, and all of the new Battle Pass weapons being OP, I started to miss that game that was a lot slower and more tactical, where weapon modding was such a joy that I could do only that for an hour or two and think, that was a great time. Where I could take the crappiest little pistol and choose a bullet for it. Then run into the most geared player I've ever seen, line up a shot, hit him in the face, and down goes the Chad like my own brief version of David versus Goliath. Not saying that I've ever actually pulled it off, except for one time, but the fact that it's possible is the point. All the features of the game came flooding back to me, and it was time to give it the shot it deserved all those years ago. Now, to say that Tarkov doesn't hold your hand as a new player is the understatement of the year, maybe even a decade. You open the game up and you're met with a menu that has some buttons that guide you to features you know nothing about. But I had learned the very basics of the game, as well as checked out some Tarkov YouTubers' guides. Thanks, Pest. So I was ready to get started. As I started to make my way through the tasks the dealers wanted to offer me, I was reminded of the intricacies of the systems and just kept falling deeper and deeper in love. I kept falling in love. The different kinds of bullets, what their stats are, how does armor work, how do helmets work, what can I use the fine-tuning of my character's stances for. These were all questions that excited me, and I couldn't wait to hop onto the wiki or Veritas's battle body or the dozens of YouTube videos and find out more and more. As my information of the game grew and the tasks kept getting completed, so did my frustration. Why did I not kill that guy? His armor has this and that armor class, and my bullet's penetration power is high enough to easily shred him like a block of cheese at 3 in the morning in the dark recess of the late night munchies. Only to look at the replay and see that my aim was off by a meter to the left and up. That's 1.3 M4 assault rifles for my American viewers, and about 2/3 of a queen for the Brits. Yet, I was enjoying every second. Every death was an enigma to be solved. Every kill was a cause for celebration. Every Bitcoin was 850k. Yep, really. And the tasks kept getting harder and harder. And at times really expensive, screw you chumming, but every task was fair and rather straightforward until. Though there were many challenging tasks along the way, like Grenadier, Bullshit, yep, that's a name of a task, Insomnia, and others, nothing seemed quite as difficult or intimidating as these three. The guide is Peacekeeper's final FU until he pieces out from your task list. In the task, you need to survive the raid in every single map without dying. There are a number of strategies that people use, like get the difficult ones out of the way first, or do labs last to save money. But I just noticed after playing a few raids with a friend that I already had 2 out of the 6 completed. And so I was already a third of the way there. I simply had customs, labs, factory, and reserve, aka the tough ones. As I knocked out factory and labs off the list, I got excited. Maybe I'll actually get this done on the first go. Reserve scared the crap out of me, and I really hadn't been playing it with my PMC at all at this point. Surprisingly, I got really lucky, and a certain turn of events allowed getting through it like a breeze. And so there was only customs to go. I got an NVG, I picked the nighttime, and prepared to be happy that the scariness of the task was nothing but a fluke. Now, as I'm doing my best rat impersonation while crouch walking through the bushes of nighttime, I'm reminded of the words of Fair TX. When you're doing the guide, nobody knows you're doing the guide but you. Nobody else knows what's on the line or how close you might be. It's not a task, it's a challenge, an experience, a goddamn event. Each map ticked off is a celebration right up until the moment when you need to start that next raid and let the anxiousness take over once more. I love the guide, but I didn't love it when I'm walking toward the extract on my last raid of my last map, and hear a grenade land at my feet. The second time around, I got it done though, with a few misses in between. A few kills at a close call, but I did it. And I enjoyed turning it in so much. This was my second to last task that I completed before Collector. I didn't try to do it whatsoever during the other task, but that was fine. There was a lot of camping high traffic areas, though never resorted to extract camping, but I did get there in the end. 3 headshots on PMCs from over 100 meters away in 4 different maps. Difficult? Yes. A pain in the ass? Possibly. A good task nevertheless? Definitely. Whatever method you use to get the kills, however long it takes you, you simply cannot deny the fact that it makes you better equipped for future long-range fights. In the end, Shooter Born in Heaven is a hard task in a hard game, and I learned to appreciate it as such. Now, while I appreciated the other 2 big boy tasks in the game, Tarkov Shooter Part 8 is a different bird. It's only suitable that the most frustrating traitor in the game gives you the most frustrating task. Kill 3 PMCs in a single raid on woods with a bolt-action rifle. As you can see, there are very specific rules to the task. The idea is clearly meant that this is the ultimate sniper challenge. But can it be treated as such? Well, at the point of the wipe I was doing it, no. In the map that it designates, even more so, no. Okay, slight rant time. Jaeger wants me to take a bolt action to woods, the single biggest map in the game, with no player count adjustments to compensate for its size, with several extracts for all, with multiple decent to rather good loot spots littered around the map, and he wants me to use that bolt action to kill 3 PMCs in a single raid. Can I do 2 in this one, and a 3rd in the second one if I make it out? No. You take this rifle and you run around faster than a 5-year-old when he hears the ice cream truck leaving, and you find 3 people in the map that has the players more spread out than anywhere else in the game. Any questions? Yes. Several. This task needs adjustment. Apparently, it hasn't changed since the Woods expansion, and as such, you can see the problem. The map used to be about a 1/3 of its current size, and most of the middle portion was openish terrain, so everyone had to cross it. That's fine. It's not fine anymore. I can't tell you how many raids I survived doing this quest with 1 or 2 kills because I simply couldn't find anyone. It's a task which requires pure luck, and as such is simply flawed. There are 2 simple fixes that I can think of. 1. Increase the player count on woods. Not just for this, I think it would improve the map overall. Or, /and, 2, the better option in my opinion, regarding the task. Make it so that the kills carry over. New description would look like this. Kill 3 PMCs in a single life in woods with a bolt action rifle. If I get 2 kills, I can extract and come back next raid for the 3rd kill. Simple, effective, and much, much better. Are these new ideas? Definitely not. But the more it gets said, the better the chances for it to be implemented. All in all, my journey to the Kappa was longish, filled with happiness, frustration, sadness, and everything in between. I felt scared, angry, intrigued, and satisfied. And so, the big question, was it worth it? The item itself? No, definitely not. But the road to Kappa really isn't about the item in the end. Even though it's a cliche, the road to Kappa embodies the thought of it's not about the destination, but the journey itself. The tasks I completed, the challenges I overcame, the skills I acquired, they are my reward. The only thing that the Kappa container is for me is a symbol of a journey taken and a journey completed. Come to think of it, isn't that what great stories are? For me, the Souls games' endings, as great as they were never my ultimate prize. I loved the stories, but it wasn't the story that I have my most treasured memories of. It's the challenges along the way and the overcoming of them. That is why I loved 99.9% of Escape from Tarkov. And that is why I will try to get my Kappa container again once the new wipe arrives.